might be in a reading rut. I just read a bunch of books back to back to back that weren't really my thing. I wasn't really jiving with them. And I know the only cure to this is to read a really good book and get hooked on it. Caveat, I did finish The Way of Kings from last week's video, and that was so good, but I'm not quite ready to dive into another big book, and each of those books are massive. Historically, books that have gotten me out of a reading rut. Pretty much exclusively Sarah J Maas. And she has not published any other books, so I have to find new books to get me out of these reading ruts. I don't like that word. Can we come up with something else? Maybe along the way we will. My goal for December is to find books that are just as compelling and just as fun and plot driven, that have that like vibe of her books, that are still fantasy and romantic. I feel like I've done a lot of the quintessential, like, if you like Sarah J Maas, you should read these books. Let me just give you a rundown of what I have read before, give you an idea of kind of like my taste and palette right now. I didn't like a lot of them. First, the Blood and Ash series. Awesome. I don't care for the style of writing. The plot was lacking. The first and second books were my favorite. What were they? They were okay. They did the job. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know if I'll read anymore though. The fourth one was a dud for me. I give that like a 75. Cruel Prince, that series, I don't really like Holly Black's writing anyway. I have read her stuff before, wasn't a huge fan. I'm giving that a 50. And this is like a rating on how much it got me out of my like wanting to read something new and like getting back in the habit of it. Six of Crows, Shadow and Bone series, 25. I had to struggle through those just to finish. The Shadow Between Us, meh, 25. Wasn't a huge fan. The Storm and Fury series, had compelling moments, so I'm gonna give it a 75. I wouldn't recommend it though. Furyborn, 50. I, again, was just trying to struggle through those plot-wise. Guild, which I read in the last video, 50. I'm curious to see if the next book is better. That's it. I want to spend December diving into books to see if they are worth you getting out of your. These are all fantasy. They're all fantasy romance. Now I'm reading a Kingdom of the Wicked. First one was great. Second one, I'm curious to see what will happen. I would definitely give that like an 80-90 for book. That is not my book for this week though. I have, for December, I have 5 books. 5.5 because I need to finish the second for Kingdom of the Wicked. I'm going to read 5 books in December to see if they will help me get out of this starting here. Let's see if we can get myself back into a love of reading and finding a book series that I just can't wait to read the next book. Oh my gosh, guys. I just finished The Kingdom of the Crooked. I have a lot of thoughts. One, I kind of feel like the main character, Amelia, is dumb as rocks. She should have just trusted him. That's all I'm gonna say. There's no spoilers. This is a 5 out of 5 book for me. Sorry, I'm bouncing. I literally like set it down and grabbed the camera. I really just want to devour the next one, which is the goal. Just like literally couldn't put it down. I wanted to pick it back up and like keep going and going and going. Oh, this is exciting. I can't believe the first book I read is a gem. This is awesome. I'm reading this book series through Libby, which is a library app, so you have to like place holds. And the second book didn't have any holds on it. I could borrow it right away. I just went to look at the third book. It's a 4-week wait, which is good. I want to dive into the longer one of these books. It is called The Bridge Kingdom. My best friend is reading it right now. She is on the second book, and she's like, she's saying that she has to be careful when she reads it because she'll just stay up way too late. She's like a professor and a new mom. So if she can stay up late reading it, I'm scared. But I'm also excited because the whole goal is to find those type of books. If we find 2 in a row, and this was not planned, like I kind of expected a lot of them to be flops. These are really good so far though. I'm halfway through The Bridge Kingdom. Here's just like some things about me as a reader. I'm a sucker for a strong female character. Not just strong, but like can physically handle herself. Off the bat, Laura. Her name's Laura. I love that Laura is an assassin, or is trained in that way, and I'm really curious to see how that continues to play out within the narrative.
I just get in here talking about assassins. What the heck?
Is
this because I went to a disc golf store and you don't want me to go to a disc golf store and now you're talking about assassins?
It's the lovers to enemies narrative.
Oh, it's the opposite trope. Enemies to lovers.
We started out as lovers.
No! Are you trying to tell me stuff?
Lovers to enemies to lovers. I don't think I would ever say that I liked the lovers to enemies tropes.
Enemies to lovers? Something is on your... Is this like subconscious? What is going on?
I wouldn't say that I really love the enemies to lovers trope, but all the books I've been reading that I've really been enjoying have been that narrative, so I'm halfway through though, and I do feel like it's moving pretty fast. There's a lot happening. She's not as dumb as some of the other characters, which I really like. There's distrust on both sides. They are both enemies of each other in some way, which is more intriguing. We're at a disc golf park now. So while Anthony is playing disc golf, I'm going to keep reading. And that's kind of what a lot of our setup is that he'll go play disc golf for hours, I will read for hours, and it kind of works out. So violent, but it's so good, but also like, holy crap. There's not a dull moment in this book. I just finished chapter 24 and I'm mad. Why would she do that? Why? Ugh, I am so mad. I know what part of what makes these books so good are the twists and turns, but I'm mad. I just want it to be straightforward, but then it's boring, and then I end up like giving it a 50%. So I really need to get used to this 5-star system. I end up giving it like 3 stars. That's like 50%, right? Yeah, sure. I'm 62% of the way through the book, and this is where I feel like the plot has thickened. It will probably thicken more, I'll let you know. This book is stressing me out. I need to have a snack so I can have something to get the nervous energy out. They just got, I don't know how to do this without spoiling, but they just got on a boat to go back to her country. Also, I'm not saying the name out loud because I don't know how to pronounce it, and this is like my biggest hang up with fantasy novels. I say the name in my head perfectly. Out loud, no shot. Oh my gosh, I'm stressed. I understand now why my friend could put the book down. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I'm on chapter 30. How many chapters are there? 41. I always do this game where I try to see if where I am in the plot has enough chapters to actually like resolve, or if I'm gonna be left on a cliffhanger. I feel like I'm gonna be left on a cliffhanger. It's fine. This is fine. I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed eating popcorn right now. Like my life depends on it. 2 more chapters left. How are you going to introduce this whole new plot point with 2 chapters left? Because there's more books. Whatever. I'm over it. Stressed. I cannot emphasize that enough. I'm stressed still. There is 1 chapter left, and there is not enough time to resolve what is happening. Are you kidding me? That's how it ends? Oh! Okay. Full review. 5 out of 5. Easy. Does this want me to get and devour the next book? Without a doubt. So, is this passing the test? Yeah, it is. This will easily get you out of your book slump. I am so excited to read the next book. I'm still processing. Oh my god. I can't believe we have 2 back-to-back that are just will get you out of your book slump. I'm shocked after having so many duds in a row. Definitely make sure to check out this book as well as The Crooked Kingdom if you like this genre. Otherwise, last week I did a challenge where I had to read 4 books in 2 days. Really wanted to keep a clean slate for this month to go into reading all these books, and it has been such a good start so far. See you next week.